Assalamu alaikum. My name is Nate Rabi and I'm a photographer and writer living in Melbourne, Australia. I would like to say thank you to Tasweerghar for giving me the opportunity to share some of my images of Pakistan and to talk a little bit about my approach to photography. I grew up in India, and my first motivation as a photographer, therefore, was when I left India to go to the United States for university, was to try to recapture some of those memories of my childhood that I could keep with me in a foreign land and that would help me stay connected with the land of my birth. That was very similar, and I guess what was very influential to me and to many photographers at that time, and still is the National Geographic magazine. And so I think if you look at some of my pictures from that I took in Pakistan in the late 1980s, you will see that that style of bold portraits and sort of the ethnographic approach. Here's a Punjabi, here's a Pathan, here's a fruit seller in an interesting bazaar in Pakistan. I followed that style, and I think many people continue to follow that style. And it's very good. It's a very strong and essential way of, I think, of developing as a photographer, at least in my case. However, I've outgrown that. I found that to be a bit boring, and very boring, in fact. And I now am much more interested in something that is more raw, that looks more rough, that my images appear almost like snapshots. And when I capture something like that, that looks very offhand and very casual, but actually captures something interesting, I'm very, very pleased. Technologically, I only use an iPhone. I do not use my Canon or any other DSLR or SLR camera at all. I'm very much interested in just having something in my pocket that I can make pictures wherever I go, whenever I want to, out of the backside of a car or walking down the road, whatever. In Pakistan, particularly, what always attracts me is popular culture and the juxtaposition of patterns and text. I love the Urdu text. I can read Urdu, so I love sometimes working with the text to put into the picture visual clues or little jokes or whatever. And I just find Pakistan and India and that part of the world to be endlessly enriching as a photographer. And when I lived in Pakistan in the late 1980s, I have to say that I owe Pakistan and Rawalpindi in particular a great debt, because it inspired me to take my photography just to a completely different level from which I've never ever turned back. So I hope you enjoyed these images. Thank you again to Tasweerghar, and I look forward to meeting all of you face to face and having a real friendship rather than just a virtual one. Thank you very much.